Licky Bob. How do I do my sense?
I don't know what to do with my hand.
With the fist?
Yeah.
That's funny. That's
That's funny. All right. I am David with Picayune Hot Shots. We're doing the Picayune Podcast tonight. We are here at Gold Dragon, Picayune's premier MMA facility. We're with Sensei Patrick and Cody Cathey, who's one of the instructors here. And we're going to get down to the nuts and bolts of what makes Gold Dragon so successful. So, Sensei, can you give us a little background of Gold Dragon?
Gold Dragon was established in 1995. I opened the business, believe it or not, at 25 years old. So do the math, 30 years, 56 now. It's been a passion of mine, and I've been loving doing it. I've been loving to do it, work with the kids, changing lives. It's been a blessing.
You've got a lot of kids here. I came by a few weeks ago,
Yes,
and
sir.
I wasn't expecting what I saw. There's some magic going on here. This is a great place,
Thank you.
and you got some great staff. Your staff is amazing,
They are.
and
I couldn't do it without them.
the athletes here are very impressive as well. Coach Cody Cathey, how long have you been here?
I don't, years.
Years? A long time?
I think since 2021 I've been here. I came with a little bit of experience though, wrestling in high school, and then I went to a gym in South Carolina too. But it's, however long, it's probably at least 7 years or so.
You've been here for
Not
7
here for 7
but you've been
years,
doing
yeah.
MMA for 7 years?
Mhm.
Combat sports in general, wrestling.
What were some of your influences growing up?
Without a doubt, my father. First and foremost, he was my hero, my role model. He was showed me how to be a man. Treated my mother like gold. Was fair, unconditional love. He passed very early in life. He was 43 years old. He died shortly after my 14th birthday. So I watched it happen. So it was a very low point in my life, and had a lot of anger, a lot of aggression, just a lot of why. Why would God take my father? He was a good man. He's not done raising me yet. Obviously, 14 years old, I really needed my
You had to
dad.
grow up quick, didn't you?
I did. I was the only boy in a family with 2 other sisters, and I quickly had to become the man of the house at 14 years old. And but that low spot in my life prepared me in many ways, shaped the way I am as a father today, as a husband, and as a mentor to these kids. And they gave me the confidence to open a business at 25 years old.
That's quite an accomplishment at 25. What about you, Cody? Who are some of your inspirations growing up? Who are your role models, and who'd you look up to?
I think you ask any Southern boy, it's either going to be dad or papa or something like that. So obviously it's going to be my father too. I mean, he was rock solid growing up. As a kid, there was nothing that I thought my dad couldn't do. I just just a great example on being a man and how to treat people and how to just do anything. I couldn't even tell you how much I learned from him, good and bad. But, I couldn't think of a better example to look up to.
I've been dying to ask this question. Why would anybody, and I know my background, and I don't have an MMA background at all, why would anybody want to get punched in the face for a living? That's a good question.
That is a good question, and it's
a reasonable question.
It's a question I've gotten often, and I want to dispel some myths.
Sure.
Not everyone who trains here has to get punched in the face. If you're doing this strictly for fitness, health reasons, you want to focus on jiu-jitsu, well, we're not punching in the face in jiu-jitsu. However, if you do aspire to be an MMA fighter, you have to get punched in the face because you don't want to be the first time when you're in the cage competing. But even beyond that, think about the discipline it takes to get punched in the face and not get angry. to be able to be cool-headed, calm, cool, and collected while getting punched in the face.
I'm not there yet.
Not too many people can do that. But like it or not, life is going to metaphorically punch all of you guys in the face.
That's right.
And it's how you react to it.
Good point.
That will make or break you as a person. So for me, I fought with a lot of anger in my early kickboxing days because of my father passing. But as about the second half of my career, I started to I'm not going to be so angry. I'm going to keep cool and prepare for those higher level opponents. But absolutely, it's good, great question.
I still don't like getting punched in the face.
I can't imagine anybody enjoys getting punched in the face.
It's funny, like once the first gym I went to, there was just like my first, I guess, few sparring sessions, however many it finally like clicked for me one day. Like I just kept kind of half-heartedly throwing punches or trying to throw combinations and keeping my head back and kind of scared to get in there, and I was just still getting punched in the face. And then I was like,
natural, for sure, it's not a natural thing.
I might as well just I'm gonna get punched in the face either way. I might as well get in there and get mine. So I just kind of helped me get over it until, I decided it might be good to start working on head movement.
Yeah, you get good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you probably get good at that quick if you get tired of getting punched in the
Absolutely.
face. What do you think about the warrior spirit?
Well,
Off base
I
here?
mean, some of the tenets of that, honor, integrity, discipline, perseverance, and one big one that I think gets overlooked a lot today is humility. Too often today, people want to show off what they're doing. They want to get on TikTok and show off their martial art moves and things like that. Myself, as a martial artist, when I was actually first opened Gold Dragon, a lot of people don't know, for the first couple of years, we actually wore traditional gis or uniforms. And whenever I would be asked to stop by the store after work to go pick something up, I never left that dojo with a belt on or a gi top on. I just leave my t-shirt and my gi pants because it was about being humble, and it's just, you look at a lot of the people that compete today, they have gis, they look like a NASCAR. There's all kind of patches all over them, and it's just like, look at me, and it's just, that's not the warrior way, that's not the warrior spirit. It absolutely isn't. It's, any advice for the people that would be hanging out in bar rooms, places you should be hanging out, don't worry about the loudmouth guy. It's the quiet guy that's sitting in the corner. That's the dangerous one, the one that actually has skill. It's the one that's doing this that probably don't have a lot of skill.
Sensei, you've developed quite a successful business here in Picayune.
Thank you.
You've got a lot of very impressive skill set, and with a lot of experience, you could go anywhere you wanted to with this business. Why in the world would you pick Picayune, Mississippi?
The people of Picayune, I think, was the first reason. When we were in Slidell, 60%.
There's good people here.
Oh, absolutely.
There are good people
60% of our customers were people from Picayune, and some of the best people I've ever met were from Picayune. Some of the most, they were always respectful. They were good athletes overall, and they did what they were told. I mean, they were easily coachable. And more often than not, those people were from Picayune. So when we started to look out here to move the business and to buy a piece of land to build our forever home, we just fell in love with it. Everyone was nice. It was just a good, genuine people here.
They are. I just adore Picayune.
No place I'd rather be.
All over the world, and I've been to 26 countries in the military, and all over the world, and I just adore Picayune. It is just the right size.
Mm-hmm.
It's not big city. And
I agree.
It's got everything we
close
need.
enough to everything else if you need something else, but you enjoy not being here in your city sometimes.
Cody, MMA, there's a lot more to it than just getting in a ring. How can you explain to our younger fighters here how what you're teaching them can help prepare them for life outside of the ring? I'd like to touch on that for a second, because as far as you got to be determined, there's a lot that goes into this that can prepare you for the life outside the ring.
Sure.
All I have to say is that I've found that there's a direct correlation between my performance and success in here, and I think it has a direct carryover to my performance and success.
It's not just
outside
physical
of here.
either, is it?
No, not physically. I mean, everything. Like, once you grow up and you're fending for yourself, everything's hard.
That's right.
I mean, every decision you make is like, you know,
a lot at
sometimes can be
stake.
make or break, and there's a lot at stake. And now, I have a wife and a kid, and now there's a lot at stake for them also. So I mean,
Sure.
I feel like, I'm always kind of in a hot seat.
You fix to be in the hot seat.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
So
I'm
I
in a hot
hear.
seat right now.
No, not yet, not yet.
It's coming.
But I think there's something to be said for even if it's not MMA, whatever you're into or whatever you're passionate about. I think that you have to have these things in your life that challenge you. Whether it's this or scrapbooking or hiking or catching
Best scrapbooker you can be. Right?
catching the most fish, whatever, or killing the trophy buck, whatever it is that challenges you. I think that you should, put a lot of attention into that. Hobbies and things that you're passionate about, whether they make you money or whatever it is. I believe they're very important. And I think that this just happens. Well, I'll say this. I wrestled in high school, and everybody that wrestles knows this quote. Everybody that wrestled in high school or wrestled in the past knows the quote. Once you've wrestled, everything else in life is easy. And
That's a good way to put it.
So there's a lot of life lessons taught here on the mat, isn't there?
yeah, I believe so. Yes.
Overcoming adversity.
Absolutely.
I'm sure of it. Coach, I'd like for you to, Sensei, I'd like for you to weigh in on this as well.
Okay.
How does MMA, how will it help prepare these young guys in real life outside of the ring?
Well,
Because
just
they're going to leave here soon.
oh yeah.
They're not going to spend their whole life here. How does this help them in real life?
Well, to kind of piggyback off of what Coach Cody had mentioned, the mats teach valuable lessons. A lot of times, we'll just use jiu-jitsu as a reference. You're using real-life problem-solving skills on the go, on the fly. You have somebody trying to choke you, you have somebody trying to armbar you or joint lock you, and you have to, number one, stay composed under pressure, and you have to figure out how to solve that riddle.
And don't give up.
Right, to not give up. And if you do have to tap out, you learn from it and you move on. So you're always you're facing adversity. So it just builds a better person that can handle adversity in their life. As you said, once you wrestle, everything else is easy. Similarly to this. So it builds qualities that future employers look for, what future spouses look for in a person, someone who's disciplined, someone who's consistent, someone who has honor and integrity, who doesn't panic when the first time life gets a little rough. And they're learning these skills much more than kicks, punches, and jiu-jitsu moves.
There's a lot
They're
more to
learning
it than
life
that.
skills here that carry over every aspect of
Highest
life.
highs and lowest lows.
Absolutely.
What was that?
So the highest highs and the lowest lows.
That's right. And that's life, and it's coming for everybody.
Absolutely.
You got to be strong enough to withstand the storm because it's coming. Everybody
coming.
goes through a storm, and that brings
That's how you
me.
adapt to it. Yeah, that's how you adapt to it.
I'm sitting here with two very successful, admirable men. Cody, you're a firefighter. What a admirable profession it is, and I got a very successful and very experienced sensei of the premier MMA facility in Picayune. But that wasn't always the case, Cody. You've had some ups and downs. You've been down before. Lord knows I've been down. I got a story too. We've all got a story. If you're willing, I'd like you to share some of your story about your lowest lows and how you clawed your way out of it and were able to overcome your lowest of lows.
Well, I don't when we say lowest of lows, I don't, I wasn't ever, well, Lord knows I wasn't starving, but, some people have a lot worse lows, and I don't want to, there's a lot of people that had it a lot worse and have it a lot worse than me, but all of my lows were just that I did to myself, just lazy and got home from work at a job I hated and jumped on the Xbox and ate Domino's and Popeyes and, just the worst stuff that tasted the best all the time. And
That didn't get you very far, did it?
Oh no! I mean, I quickly from the time it's probably 200 pounds ish in 2017 when I graduated high school, And then I was just, from that point, it was like, let's see just how big and how much weight I can gain. And I just felt like crap, and there's plenty of people that are plus size and love themselves. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you like your life that way, that's fine, but,
So something happened that you decided you didn't want to live like that anymore.
yeah, I just hated what I saw in the mirror, hated myself,
And what'd you do?
At first I got on a little bit of a diet, jumped on keto diet and, all the fads that.
Because you were not an athlete back then at all, were you?
I went from an athlete to just a couch potato, a complete couch potato, and I was like, dude, I'm only 21, dude. Like, this is bad. Like, I'm going the absolute wrong direction. This is not how I want my life to go. Like, I've always, when I was in high school, I've always said, I wanted to be like a healthy adult. I've always had my sights set on great things and being healthy. I thought health was always important. Didn't know how to be healthy, but I always thought it was important. And, cut to, I'm 21, about to be 22, and I'm like,
Something's got to give.
Yeah, something's got to give. Yeah, I can't just go through life. I gained 40 pounds in 3 years, and then another 3 years. What do
It's
I
not going to
gain?
get better unless you make a decision.
Yeah. So I just finally got tired of hating myself and just decided to do something about it. And I mean, I've had highs and lows going through till what I am now. I'm pretty ideally where I want to be as far as that goes. I mean, as far as weight, and I'm just about after.
You've got a great job and everything now.
Yeah. Just 5 years later, I'm finally starting to be happy. But I couldn't imagine, when I started this journey, and before I walked into Gold Dragon, I could not imagine sitting here where I am now talking to you, and imagining all these kids, and even the newer people, and even people that have been here a couple years to do MMA that look up to me, and it makes me feel like a fraud sometimes, because I look back to then and I can't even wrap my head around it.
I bet these kids couldn't even imagine you back then like that.
I mean, well, a couple of them knew me back then.
Oh, did they? Really?
I have the picture.
Yeah. But
You transformed your life.
yeah, I mean,
You really have.
there's no real great way to put it in words. Like I said, I got tired of hating myself, and so I just put one foot in front of the other. And it seems like a daunting task to lose 70 pounds.
Yeah.
And get into the position I am now. And but I mean, I did it, and it wasn't like an overnight thing. This is. How long?
It takes a lot of work, doesn't it?
21. It's almost
4 years.
20,
It's been 5 years next year, yeah.
I mean, so it's
We're almost
4
at the end of
years
it.
of just, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 3 steps forward,
never
5
gave up,
steps
did you?
back, and I mean, you just keep putting one foot in front of the other.
Forward progression, that's right. Yeah.
How about you, Sensei? You ever had any lows?
Oh, I've had some lows.
You're definitely in a peak right now. This is fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I bet it wasn't always like this.
No, sir. The death of my father was definitely one of the lowest of lows for me. But it ultimately led to me training formally in martial arts, which helped me to channel some of the anger and aggression that I had going through that as a 14-year-old. And so to me, those lows, if anything, increased my faith in God, because every low I've had helped prepare me for the next journey He had for me. He had bigger and better things planned. The death of my father was huge. For the Olympic trials, a lot of people don't know, I was involved in the Olympic trials for the 96 Olympic Games, like 1,000 years ago, I know. Actually wound up making the team, and shortly before I was supposed to go to Colorado Springs, to actually move in with the team, the International Olympic Committee decided they were not going to debut the sport for 1996. They were going to wait till the year 2000. So here I was, already quit my job, was training my butt off to get in shape again, because I wasn't in good shape when I got the call. And once I made the team and that the rug just got pulled out from underneath me, I was like, why? God had Gold Dragon in mind because I wound up opening up Gold Dragon because of that opportunity I had. I was pulled back into martial arts. He really has. He absolutely has. There's no doubt about it. So it increased my faith in God tremendously. And I know that everything that I go through, the trials, prepare me for something even greater that I just don't know about yet. And just seeing the impact I've had on guys like Cody that's sitting here, as well as all these kids, it's... I'm in awe over it. He's great. He's great, absolutely.
I've got one last question before I put you guys in the hot seat.
Uh-oh.
Cody, what advice could you give these young fighters, life advice, not just MMA advice? What advice could you give them to help point them in the right direction?
I'm not the wisest guy, but I think just be nice to people, show everybody love. Just because you know MMA or, you train MMA and you might be better at combat sports than the average kid doesn't mean, going and hauling off on somebody that makes you mad. Everybody has bad days. Give a little grace. And just work hard. You look around, you want to be the hardest worker in the room. I mean, I don't like to be outworked. That just might be a me thing, and some people don't mind it. But whatever you're gonna do it the best you can. If I don't care what you guys grow up to be or what you grow up to do, I just want you to be good at it. My dad always used to tell me, he said, "Son, I don't care if you're a ditch digger. I just want you to be the best dang ditch digger out there." So just have a work ethic, work hard.
Pick something and be the best at it.
Yeah, just pick something, be the best at it. Sometimes you fail, sometimes you're going to fall short. Just keep going, one foot in front of the other. Life's hard,
How about you, Sensei? What advice can you give these young fighters?
Kindness, protect people that are weaker than you. Be a gentleman for the boys. Be a gentleman. Hold doors open for ladies. People that are older than you. Just show kindness is huge. As far as what you want to do with your life, as far as a job, things like that. Find something that you're passionate about that you can pay your bills with. If you find something you're passionate about, something that makes you want to get up every morning and go, because you're going to spend a big portion of your life at a job. So make sure it's something you really love. Even if the other job you hate makes more money, it's more important to be happy. And money isn't everything.
I've found that anything in the world that you're passionate about, you're going to be good at.
Your project here at Picayune Hot Shots, no doubt about it. Perfect example.
Anything you're passionate about, you're going to be good at.
It's hard not to be.
Yeah?
It's hard not to be.
Last thing, we're going to put you guys in the hot seat. I got 10 questions for you guys.
Ooh, 10.
I'm going to ask a question. You got 5 seconds to answer. These will be fun, kids. Check this out. Favorite movie?
Oh, I would have to say My Cousin Vinny.
My Cousin Vinny. Favorite movie?
Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights. Sensei, what food do you hate?
I hate anything that blends like sweet and salty together. It just wigs me out. I'm weird like that.
What food do you hate?
I gotta say guacamole.
You don't like guacamole?
Well, it's not guacamole. I don't like avocados. The consistency, it freaks me out.
How about the cilantro? Because some people are weird with cilantro.
I like it on my tacos.
There you go.
Okay, I already asked you guys what was your best advice for these guys, so you guys, we're going to skip that one. All right, this one's going to be funny. When you're texting, and I know you guys text, do you use emojis?
Yes.
I do from time to time, yes.
Emojis? Both
Almost
of you
every
use
text.
emojis, okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Rarely, but I do from time to time.
Mountains or beach?
Mountains for me.
Mountains all day.
Mountains. Amen. Okay, you got 5 seconds to answer this one. You could have lunch with anyone in the world, living or dead. Who would you have lunch with?
You. Like, you're
Okay,
going to all these
okay.
awesome places.
Okay.
I would like to be invited
Alright,
once in a while.
He is a genius.
Do I look like
Okay.
I don't like to eat?
Okay, other than me, your second favorite.
Oh, my wife.
Your wife.
Of course. Right.
Anybody else? Number 3. Come on.
Number 3, I'm
Dig
going
deep.
with lunch with Cody, man.
Fair enough. Cody, if you could have lunch
I'm taking you
with
to lunch.
anybody other than me, who would you like to have lunch with? Dead or alive in history?
That's true.
Did I get a top three? I get a top 3.
I didn't dig that.
Sure.
deep.
All right, I'm
We're
gonna go.
talking Genghis Khan,
Oh,
Jimi Hendrix, anybody.
I gotta go. One more opportunity to have lunch with my grandma.
That's
One
awesome.
more opportunity to have lunch with my pawpaw.
That's good stuff right there.
And man, this is hard. Probably Toby Keith.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
yours was so much better than mine. No offense, dude.
No. Okay. What should be the title of this podcast? How can I title this podcast? What's the title? I got to
Oh
come
my
up with a name.
goodness. Wow.
What you think?
What do you think, Sam?
I have no idea.
Well, you're
I
raising
have
your
no
hand.
idea
No, I
podcast.
said like 0 seconds.
Okay.
The title of this episode of
Yeah,
the
this
podcast.
episode of the podcast.
As long as you don't put Golden Dragon, because
Yeah.
everybody calls us Golden Dragon, like the Chinese place in Slidell. I'm happy.
I don't know. That's.
I mean,
I'd have to.
it's
Let's chat
it's-
GPT it.
it's ultimately that we're not just teaching people how to kick a punch here. It's much deeper than that. So if there's some way you can emulate that message in the title of the podcast, some sort of way, I wish I.
MMA is an iceberg.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll see in the top.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
Oh.
What drives you crazy? People do.
People that brag and boast too much about themselves.
Yeah, he doesn't like me.
No, I'm just kidding. Cody, it's been a journey.
What's your pet
Humility
peeve?
is something I hasn't learned yet, but we're working on it.
My pet peeve.
What drives you crazy that people do?
I really don't know.
Come on.
There's nothing.
What bothers you? What bothers you, Cody? Lazy people? That's my pet peeve. People that are lazy.
That's just less competition.
He's not entirely wrong.
No, I never thought about it like that.
I don't know. Probably.
Smacking when you eat.
That's my wife's.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a hard
All right.
thing.
I'm-
I don't. There's nothing that like ever
Really? All right, this is the last question.
Okay.
Gentlemen, be careful with this one. Be very
My
careful.
wife is here.
I know. What would be your dream vacation for your wife? 5 seconds. 5 seconds.
A cruise, like a 15-day cruise.
Where?
Alaska would be great.
Alaska. Did he do good?
Yeah.
All right, Cody, the last question of the night.
My wife's dream vacation.
What is your wife's dream vacation? You got 5 seconds
Disneyland.
for now. Disneyland.
Sure. Yeah.
Disneyland for the win.
Nice.
Well, we are going to wrap this up. Sensei,
David, thank you so
man,
much.
this was fantastic. Cody,
Mr. David.
Thank you.
thank you so much. I'm David with Picayune Hot Shots with the Picayune Podcast at Gold Dragon here in Gold Dragon MMA here in Picayune, Mississippi. And that's a wrap. Thanks, y'all.